Hey everyone, your Home and Tools with James, and today we are checking out the wet dry tile saw from Ryobi. This is the 18 volt 1 Plus version. It's been a little while since we've had a look at something Ryobi. Let's jump straight in and have a look at some specs and we'll see the tool in action. Let's go. All right, let's take a closer look at the wet dry tile saw from Ryobi now. This is the cheaper version. This is the 18 volt 1 Plus brushed motor. This isn't the brushless. I figured for the amount of work that I was going to do with this, the brushed motor would be fine. 169 Australian from the hardware store here, but you're looking at more like 260 for the brushed version, which I think if you're a tiler, 100% go the brush one, but just a weekend warrior, this one will be fine. First thing you'll notice, you've got that rugged Ryobi look and feel. They've really come a long way. You know, great build quality as you come to expect these days. The cutter itself, it's a 105mm disc or a 4-inch disc, and it's a 1.6 mil cutting width. It comes with a diamond disc that Ryobi claimed to get 90 cuts out of. I haven't done 90 cuts yet, but certainly went through the ceramic tiles I've cut like butter. It's got a 16mm arbor, which has got an Allen's key drive. Now, a bit of a trick to these. Ryobi like to hide these little Allen keys away. You can see in the back of the handle here, which is pretty good. That's for getting your arbor off. And you've got this button at the top you need to push in. You push that in like so while you're under your arbor. Really quite easy, pretty standard stuff. It has got a water reservoir that plugs in here, which I'll show you. So I've got it full of water right now, so you can see it there. I think it looks like about 250ml. And that just pushes in and you'll hear a click. Like so, and you clicked in. All right, you'll see a little knob here. It's got on off. At the moment it's off. There is a little, it might be a bit hard to see, but you'll see a little gold type thing there. As you turn this on, it starts letting water out. You can see it letting water out. I'll turn that off for now. So that's how the water works and rolls over the tile saw itself. I'm just going to pop that off for a moment. I've got no battery. This came with no battery either for that 169. In this video you'll see me using 5 amp batteries. That 90 cuts, Ryobi say, is from a 5 amp battery, so that's what we're going to do. You've got your locking mechanism in your trigger, so you can hold your trigger. You have to hold the locking mechanism in and then the trigger for the machine to work, so it won't come on unexpectedly. You've got a handle at the front for control. At the front here you'll see you can bevel, just very similar to a circular saw. You can change this and cut to a 45-degree bevel, and you also get this edge guide come with it as well, which is really cool. I've used this one as well. You'll see this little knob here. This is part of the edge guide, and the edge guide just slides in. It's got a little home there and just slides in like so. Then you can cut along your edge. Works really well. The other thing you'll notice is it's got a depth stop. Now this is why I bought the machine. I had to cut tiles that were already laid because I've extended the house and I had 2 different tiles meeting one another and I wanted to do a strip in between, but I had an uneven edge. I'll show you a bit of a video on that cutting it, but I had to cut that at basically 12mm, and you can see here that it's got 10mm and it'll plunge to a depth of about 23mm. Now this machine, just after using it for a couple of goes, I probably wouldn't cut anything thicker than about 10mm with it. It really, I would say, would struggle trying to cut through. You'd probably need to go for the brushless one. But for a standard tile, porcelain or ceramic at 10mm, this is definitely the answer. What else about the tool? That's about it. It's got the motor in it is a 5,000 RPM motor. There he goes. It says it'll cut 22mm deep on the side, and it'll cut 16mm deep at a 45mm bevel to clear that up. That's pretty much it. It's basic, it's straightforward. We may as well go and have a look at it in action. Let's go. All right, the first tile we're going to cut is a ceramic tile, so we're just going to sit him down there. Now I've got the water reservoir clicked into place, so we're ready to go. All we need to do is turn our little knob to the on position. Water will start coming through and we'll make our cut. That easy. So there's a look at the ceramic tile cut. You can see there it's relatively clean. It would pass. And I think if you went even slower with the machine, it'd be even finer again. So no worries at all with ceramic tile. Okay, so now we've got a porcelain tile. Now porcelain is much harder and is baked off a lot hotter than a ceramic tile. So this will be a real test for it to see how much chipping and pitting we get on a cut. Let's go. Remember, water on. By the way, when you finish your cut, water off. The reservoir will run out quickly. There we go, through porcelain. Okay, and there's a close-up look of the cut from the porcelain tile, and you can see a little bit of chipping there. I think if you're cutting these to go at the edge of a room and you're putting skirting over it, totally fine. If you're trying to make joins in the middle of the room, you would have to go really, really slowly with the saw. I went pretty slow then. And I suppose the saw did labour a little bit compared to the ceramic. But you know, my bench tile saw I'd used to cut big tiles in the middle of the room, and this one for more the intricate parts. So you can see the job it's done, up to you whether you think that's good enough for your job. And there you have it, a closer look at the 18-volt wet dry tile saw from Ryobi. Look, fit for purpose for the job that I wanted to use it for there, cutting out those living room tiles that had already been laid. I think if you were going to use this for to do a whole reno job, I think you could. I think definitely if you're using ceramic tiles, you could. I think if you're using porcelain, I'd probably go for a heavier grade saw or a table saw. But a great little tool. For the price, definitely worth it. I would buy it again. Gonna leave the video there. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, please consider leaving a like and sub to the channel. There's plenty of other tool reviews over there as well as some projects. But you've been Home on the Tools with James. I'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.